Yes. Once again, I will just do a quick recap, everybody, so any other student who watches the recording can also understand, right? So the topic that we are working on today is summarized written text, right? And slowly all the strategies we will be discussing. So this is the overall look of your detail topic, or this question is an individually timed task, right? So even if you finish your answer before 10 minutes time, still you cannot save those leftover minutes and use it for another topic or in another section, right? Whenever you click next, even if you have saved 3-4 minutes time, those minutes are going to disappear, right? So that is why it will be a dumb move if you are saving time hoping that I will use it later. Instead, stay very calm, no need to rush. Make sure that you select all the right three sentences because you're gonna type every single word on your own. Make sure that you take care of the spellings. Make sure that you check how many full stops do you have because the summary that you are going to be writing, it can only have one single sentence, right? So one sentence will have just one full stop. That means your entire answer should have only one full stop. This will be and form a discussion on the question types. Again, there will be two types of questions in summarized written text. One, which we call single paragraph question, where you will have only one paragraph. Two, which we call multiple sentence three, and one, two, and three. Now, what do I do with them? I am only allowed to write one sentence. I have three of them with me. You need to join them with a comma, of a space here, and sentence, right? By sentence, you start writing your sentence, have a full stop after sentence two, and you should have only one full stop at the end of your with 6-7 questions, right? That's all you need. If you guys finish today's class and practice 10 summarized written text questions, I promise you will
Last line.
get the that's why the sentence one here and two questions are single paragraph. Full marks, even if you add two sentences, right? Long or short or medium doesn't really matter. If they contain important information enough, if they're talking about the topic enough, you probably will get 7. But we never want to stay in the probably zone. We
Here on time. Today we have very important two topics, right? First one is summarize spoken text, okay? And the second one that we will be discussing is retell lecture. Now, both of these topics that we are going to discuss today, both of them are really, really important topics for you guys, whether you are targeting for 65 plus or 79 plus. We need retell lecture score, also need summarized spoken text score, okay? Both of these topics are also contributing score towards two sections each. SST or summarized spoken text will be contributing your score towards both the listening part and the writing. Now let me tell you why listening and writing. How does the question look like? What tasks do you have to do there? And how to write the answer, what to do with the answer. Basically, how to deal with the topic named SST. Okay, whenever you guys go to a Puni, you will see that the very first topic of the listening section is summarize spoken text. Similarly, if you go to iwas plus, you will also see the first topic of the listening section is SST, right? Or summarize spoken text. Now, what do we need to do in SST? In SST, you are going to be given an audio. Okay, this is the audio. This is how it looks here. This is the audio that it has. Uh, this is how it looks on iVerse Plus. Okay, this is your audio, and right below the audio here, just like this one, you will have an answer box with word count. Okay, so now you guys can understand that this topic is a combination of listening task and writing task, and that is why we get both listening and writing points. Now let's talk about what's really the task here. In this audio, as you can see, this is going to be a 1 minute 4 seconds long audio, right? Now this audio can also be a little bit less, a little bit more, somewhere around 2 minutes as well. Okay, so now you have to first listen to this audio. Okay, and then once listening to this audio is over, you're gonna have to write down a very short summary on it. Okay, basically you need to write about this audio in your own words, in your own way. That is the task. And the whole time, the time allocated, the amount of time that you will get to write, listen, to do everything all about SST is total 10 minutes. Okay, so this audio time will also be included in your total 10 minutes time. For example, this one is a 1 minute long audio. So after 1 minute, what's the time left? You are gonna have 9 minutes, right? 8 minutes a few seconds, 9 minutes, 8 minutes 50 seconds, 56 seconds, somewhere around that. So that is your leftover time, and in that time you will only work on your writing part of the summary. Okay, that's the task. So including the audio time plus the writing time, revision time, checking time, planning for the answer time, all of these things need to be done within 10 minutes. Okay, and you don't have to think about managing the time either, because for SST the listening section starts, it starts with SST, and the overall time for the listening section does not start until you finish SST. So for this topic, you can take your whole 10 minutes without having to worry about any other topic's time. Okay, you can take your full time for SST and you will be working on your summary. Now guys, how are we writing down this summary? That's the main topic, right? Before that, let's talk about the general facts so it will get more clear for all of you. You are expecting to get one question or two questions. Sometimes students would also get two SWT questions, essay questions, right? So in SST, we have the same thing happening as well. Okay, sometimes you will get one question, sometimes you will get two questions. We never really know for sure, but it's always the better way to be prepared mentally to answer two questions if needed. But most of the times, the normal scenario is that you will probably get one question. But if you do get two, do not be surprised, because then you will get separate 10, 20 minutes for two questions, right? And you are gonna also write both of your summaries in the same exact way. Okay, there will be no changes in strategies. Okay, secondly, this is our most important task for SST today. Okay, you need to note down 10 to 12 words on your notepad. Now guys, it's going to be, as I said, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, 60 seconds, 70 seconds, 80 seconds, or 2 minutes long audio, right? Depending on the audio, depending on the test taker, different people will end up with different number of notes. Your note taking capability is definitely not same as the person sitting right next to you, right? Maybe other person will struggle, maybe you will also struggle, maybe this speaker is talking a little bit differently than the easier one. Okay, a lot of things can happen, but whatever the audio is like, whatever the duration of audio is, we have to make sure that we are taking notes of 10 to 12 words, meaning 10 to 12 words should definitely be picked up from the audio that you are listening to, and you need to note them all on your notepad or in your answer box. Okay, the answer box that you guys saw, you will have them here right below your audio. This is how it looks here. This is how it looks here. Okay, you will be getting this answer box. So if you think that your typing speed is faster than your handwriting speed, then of course take notes on your answer box, of course, because you are good at typing. But if you are somebody who prefers handwriting or handwritten notes more, you feel more comfortable, you feel that I can write, I can take my notes quicker or faster when I'm writing them with my own hand, right? Then okay, of course, go for it. Again, when you are practicing SST at your home, decide that which way, you know, is more preferable, more comfortable for you. Okay, and then only, of course, select that, stick to that. Follow the same during your exam. On the exam day, you will be given a notepad and a pen that you can freely use for any topic throughout your whole examination time. Okay, moving on. This is what you have for the other facts. Obviously, we are going to follow a template. Why? Because we will give you a template in a manner that automatically fills up the form criteria, the spelling, the grammar, you know, the word limit. All of these things will be fulfilled when you write down a summary template. Because of course, not all of us are, you know, very amazing at constructing complete sentences. Sometimes it's also, even if you are good at it, it's really difficult to catch the full sentences from the audio just by listening to it one time. Again, that is why we struggle in repeat sentence or write from dictation, because the speakers are going to talk very fast and you are going to have to complete the line. So to avoid grammar errors, to avoid spelling errors, you will automatically have partial summary ready. Okay, the only thing you are going to have to do is fill up the template blanks with the 10-12 words notes that you are taking. Okay, and there is a word limit, as you guys saw. This is where you will find your word count. That means this topic has a word limit as well. The word limit is minimum. Everybody has to write a minimum of 50 words, and everybody can write maximum of 70 words. So that means if you write less than 50 or if you write more than 70, your score will get deducted. Okay, so what we know is any word, any number of word within this limit, 50 to 70, is fully okay. 51, 52, 55, 67, 68, okay, all of these are completely fine. Any number of words that you are writing in your answer box, it's completely okay as long as you are staying within the 50 to 70 words word limit. Okay, lastly, again, I'm repeating the same thing. The audio time is going to be included in your total 10 minutes time that you will get to work on your summary. Okay, now one more time, guys, going through the strategies one by one. What are the important things? These are all the things, these are only the things, guys, that we need to answer a perfect summary. Okay, you need to definitely memorize the template. And also, guys, good news, it's not too long. It's not written with very difficult, complicated words. It's just made for you guys, keeping all of your comfort in mind, that what will be the easiest and the most efficient template for everyone. Okay, so you need to memorize that. There is no other option, no other choice. Must, everyone needs to memorize this template. We know it works 100% in the exam, so you have nothing to doubt about, you have nothing to be concerned regarding. Okay, secondly, grab 10 to 12 words. Now, what's the reason why am I saying 10 to 12 words? If you can actually get 15 words, there is no loss if you are getting more words, because then you will actually have, listen to me very carefully, this part is important. Okay, when you have more than 12 words or more than 10 words, it will give you more options to choose from. Remember that the words we are going to include in our answer, they should be, good words. They should never be the prepositions in, on, under, before, after, without, or they should not be full of conjunctions or articles, the, a, and, this, that, but, and, also. These are not the words that we are looking for, obviously. So even if you are taking notes for them, ultimately you are going to have to remove them, because these are not the words that we want for our summary. Choose nouns. Most importantly, we are looking for nouns. Everybody has done FIB class in the morning, right? Monday's morning class or last Monday's evening class. As long as you are done with your fill in the blanks class, you know how to find out any noun word, right? All of them have different suffixes, and any word that you can pluralize, it is also known as a noun. So look for noun words, look for verbs, adjectives, adverbs, the good words, the better looking words. Again, don't pick up the prepositions, conjunctions, the determiners. Obviously, pronouns, we don't want them. They don't add any value. Remember that the whole point of us adding these 10 to 12 words in our summary is to fulfill the content criteria. Okay, what's content? How much of the lecture that we just listened to in the audio is also present in our writing? Okay, so you have the template that will help you to reach the minimum word limit 50. That will also help you to have vocabulary score, right? You will be getting everything perfectly. You are avoiding to construct sentences on your own. Okay, all of them are all done. They're all checked out, right? The only thing that you need is fulfill the content part. So that's why try to take as many words as you can as your notes, because then you will have plenty of time to select your own words from. Okay, for example, you have 15 to 20 words, right? Filter out the best 10 words, that all the nouns, all the adjectives. Okay, that's your task. So this is the minimum that we need. 10 words has to be present. 10 good words have to be present in every single one of your answer. Okay, because that's how the template is made. Thirdly, your word limit again, guys, is 50 to 70 words. A summary written with 60 words is perfect. I'm not saying a summary written with 59 words is not perfect. It's just given here for your estimation. Okay, don't worry if it's more than 60 or less than 60. It's still very much completely fine. Okay, and you can write 3 sentences, which is going to be achieved with the template's help. Obviously, the template has 3 lines. Okay, spelling and grammar definitely is very important. So as long as you are writing the words in with the correct spellings, you are also going for the nouns. If you can select all nouns, there will be no grammar errors ever. Okay, even if you are selecting something that is not a noun, that's also okay. You don't have to worry about it a lot, because our first priority, we're mostly trying to go for the nouns because they seem to be easy. They are the better contents. That's why. Okay, and lastly, this is what we are actually doing, right? Does not really matter how much of the audio can you understand, how much does it make sense, right? It's not a problem. We also don't need to pick up complete lines. We only need as many words as we can as our notes, right? So again, guys, reminder, although we will be needing only 10 words or 12 words if you can, right? We are trying to take good notes so that later on we can utilize them. Okay, this is again your marking, sorry, your marking criteria. Look at this, that you will get 0 if there are not enough keywords. Okay, so definitely you all have to listen to the audio with your 100% focus, because otherwise, nope, it will never be a good summary. Remember, without the content part, your summary has no value. And that's why we are trying so much to be able to include good good words, words that will add value, that have meaning. Okay. Yes. So here content has 2 points. Form, grammar, vocabulary, spelling. You don't need to worry about all of them. Okay. Sometimes when you guys are practicing on iVas Plus or on Ape Uni, again, I will show you answers in both platforms. Sometimes you guys will see you've got 0 in grammar and 2 in all the other ones. Never worry about that, because iVas Plus or Ape Uni will not be able to use the same system as Pearson to evaluate your answer, right? Because they have some limitations since they're not the actual AI. So we understand what to do, what not to do in order to get 10 out of 10 in SSC. Okay. So if you ever find out that you have written the template fully, perfectly, correctly, and then you have also added 10 very good words, still you are getting a little bit less score in grammar, again, never a problem. Just move on to the next question. Practice that. Okay. Moving on. This is how the template looks like. Can you all take 10 seconds and please read this? Then I will go through it. Please take a look. It will be easier for you. Okay. So what is it saying? It has some similarity with the template that we use for describe image, right? So let's read this. The lecture talks about the importance of one. This is where our first note will be added. Okay. And two, and it also provides information about three as well as fourth word. It is clear from the lecture that fifth word and sixth word play a crucial role in the current situation. After analyzing this lecture, we can conclude that seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th word from our notes are important aspects of this lecture. Okay. So everywhere that it says 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the points where we will be adding our keywords. Okay. You have to definitely write down this entire template on your own, of course. So every one of the words that you can see here, all of them should be memorized by you. Do not also miss the punctuation marks. You have a comma here, you have a comma here, okay, and at the end you have a full stop. Please do not get these wrongs. There are also commas after every seventh, eighth, ninth word. You also have a comma after two as well. Okay, please follow, because guys, this is as easy as it gets. It's like a cheat code. You are cheating on your exam and you are getting full marks, right? You already have your summary answer given to you fully, and then you just need to grab a few things from the audio and add them all in your template. So please don't mess this up. Okay, everyone should practice writing this template within 3 to 4 minutes, okay, during your exam, because 3 to 4 minutes in will be gone for writing down the template. Next 4 minutes you can, select your best words from your notes, write them in the wherever they need to be written, do your revision part. Okay, also the audio time is included too, so again time will be flying away. Be very concentrated and practice writing down the template as much as you can at home. Okay, we can't make any mistakes. We are getting 10 points in writing and listening from this topic. Of course we need it. Okay, so once again guys, I'm going to show you. It has 3 lines, right? This one this is where the first full stop is at after 4, and then it is clear from the lecture that 5 and 6 play a crucial role in the current situation. This is our sentence number 2. And then the last sentence. After analyzing this lecture, we can conclude that 7, 8, 9, and 10 Okay, after 9, you have another comma. And 10 are important aspects of this lecture. Okay, this is the full template. What will we do now? We will listen to audio. Okay, I want everybody present in the class to take notes because you all will be sharing your answers in the chat box. Okay, is everyone ready? Can I please get some yes? Then I will start playing the audio. Okay, I have already got the same questions on both iWorks Plus and APUNI. Now I just want to play it for you guys. Thank you, Ashley, Holly. What about thank you, Marcelo? Amazing. Please, guys, can you all tell me if you all are ready? Then I will play the audio. Thank you, Bijan Manjara. Welcome to the class. Thanks, Sam. Okay. Adi, Reddy, Tomoko, Riva. Welcome back, all of you. Good evening. Thank you, Nico. Okay, I have got a lot of thanks, Mahan. All right, so guys, now we are going to be listening to this audio. And what do you guys need? I want to see how many words can you all take notes for. Okay, let's do our best. It's a 1 minute long audio. So I'm expecting there will be a lot of nouns, a lot of information. Okay, keep adding notes. It doesn't necessarily have to be a noun. As I said, keep taking notes, right, throughout the whole time. Once you have got all of your notes, then you will be able to select your best possible words from there. You can filter out the nouns, you can filter out the adjectives, the verbs, the good words, all of them. Okay, so I'm going to play this one. Let me refresh it a little bit. Okay, yes.
The debt today is so high, it's 200,000. The debt today.
Okay, I'm restarting it. Sound is on. Everybody get ready. 3, 2, 1.
The debt today is so high, it's 200,000 rupees. 300,000 rupees of peasants who have no capital. They who know within a year or two when they accumulate that kind of debt. Where is the debt coming from? It's coming from a seed that is costing 100,000 to 200,000 rupees per kilogram, depending on what you have. Seeds that used to be free used to be theirs. Pesticides each time, the more they use, the more they have to use. 12 sprays, 15 sprays, 20 sprays. Pesticides used in just the last 5 years in the land areas of India have shown up by 2,000%. That's why the free market and globalization have brought, and since we are talking about peasants who have no money, who have no capital, they can only buy expensive seeds and expensive pesticides by borrowing. And who will lend that money? The seed companies sell the pesticides, which are the same companies that sell the seeds, as you know, are now also the major creditors.
Okay, so can you all share your notes? You can just share them in the chat box. I will wait. Then I will also again take notes in front of you guys. Everybody, you can take 1 or 2 minutes. I just want to see what are the notes that you all have got. Thank you very much, Bijan. I've got your answer. Very good. Thank you very much. I'm also seeing a lot of nouns. Debt, that's a noun. Capital can be a noun, can be an adjective, both. Seed, noun. Pesticides, noun. Land, noun. Area, noun. Market, noun. Globalization, noun. Money, company, creditors, all of them are noun. Very, very good job. Thank you. Nipa, debt, high, peasant, seeds, pesticides, land areas, India, globalization, expensive. Yes, Mahan, debt, peasant market. Yes, so see, no capital debt, 100, 200 rupee. Okay, so see this one. I will also talk about a few more things. Kilogram, pesticide, land. expensive, global. Yes. Very good, Stephanie, Holly, Sam. Thank you very much, Tomoko, Mahan, Nipa, all of you. Yes, rupees, correct spelling. Rupees spelling is correct. Seeds, pesticides, debt, India, sprays, expensive, 3,000. Okay. So now let's again listen to the same audio. Okay, I will be taking my notes. Let's see how many can I get. Okay, same audio. I'm just gonna see, you guys will see how similar our notes would look. Starting here, it will start in a few seconds.
The debt today is so high. It's 200,000 rupees. 300,000 rupees of peasants who have no capital. And they who know within a year or two, when they accumulate that kind of debt, they will never be able to pay back. Where is the debt coming from? It's coming from a seed that is costing 100,000 to 200,000 rupees per kilogram, depending on what you got. Seed that used to be free, used to be theirs. Pesticides each time, the more they use, the more they have to use. 12 sprays, 15 sprays, 20 sprays. Pesticide used in just the last 5 years in the large areas of India has shot up by 2,000%. That's why the free market and globalization have brought. And since we're talking about peasants who have no money, who have no capital, they can only buy expensive seeds and expensive pesticides by borrowing. And who lended that money? The same companies that sell the pesticides, which are the same companies that sell the seeds, as you know, are now also the major creditors.
Okay, so I get all of you have perfect notes because my notes are also very much looking like your notes, right? If I zoom it in a little bit, okay, I will also submit answers in both platforms. So these are my notes. And also let's copy paste the template here. Since we are saving time, I'm going to copy paste the template. But during your exam, you will not be able to do that, right, guys? So make sure that you teach yourself finishing writing down the template in time, okay? All right, so this one, okay, it's fine. All right, now it's fixed. I'm also going to copy this same template here as well. Okay, let's bring this to APUni. This is how my notes are looking like, right? All of them are our notes. How many words do we have? 81. So that means we have a lot of words we need to get rid of. We cannot write more than 70 words. Now, guys, when you have your notes, they are all ready, you are planning your answer now. Of course, don't select a word about which you are not fully sure whether it has the correct spelling written by you or not, okay? For example, rupee, when you are writing rupee, R-U-P-I, right? R-U-P-I is the wrong spelling. Again, R-U-P-E-E, that's the correct spelling. This spelling problem can happen for any word. And that is why I have asked you guys to take extra notes so that if one spelling feels a little bit confusing, you are not really sure that, oh, this is the correct spelling for sure, then remove that, right? Go to the next word on your from your notepad. Take that word and include that in your summary, okay? Remember, we cannot have wrong spellings. Another reason why we do capitalization rules on right from dictation class, right? I have told you guys that all countries, cities, continents, they are all supposed to be written with capital letter, right? So India, what is this? It's a country's name. Of course, we have to write it with capital letter when we are writing them in our answer. If you don't write it with capital letter, you are going to lose score both in grammar and spelling, okay? Which of course we don't want. This is why capitalization rules are so important. Don't miss Wednesday's right from dictation class. Okay, we will learn about the capitalization rules. Now let's just select our nouns, right? The importance of, we are just trying to look for more nouns or any words. So let's choose the bigger words, the importance of debt and what was it? Peasants, right? Okay, let's do that, right? So one second, can you all give me a second, please? Okay. Presents, and it also provides information. I think I can zoom this a little bit. Yes, this is distracting. Okay, debt and peasants info, and it also provides information about. Then let's select, this is done, this is done. Today I'm also gonna remove. Let's write about capital. Okay, about capital, spelling capital, and as well as accumulate, that's a verb. I'm gonna wait and see if I have more nouns, so I'm going to write seed. Okay, it is clear from the lecture that, so this is gone. Accumulate, payback. Okay, lecture that. 5, let's write pesticides. Oh, sorry, pesticides. And 6th one, and sprays. Let's write sprays play a crucial role in the current situation. Now we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more words, right? These are all gone. Okay, years, areas, India, globalization, money, companies. We have so many things, creditors. We have a lot of nouns. So we are only gonna go for nouns now. Okay, remember all the commas. So we are going to write areas, lands, market. We have globalization, creditors. So I'm just gonna write, okay, this is creating problems. Okay, market and globalization. Okay, are important. Lands, areas, market, globalization. Okay, area, let's only stick to area and land. Try to maintain the same singularity or plurality, right? So areas, lands, markets. Also, guys, we did not write India, but I feel we should have written India somewhere, right? So let's only write and Indian peasants. Okay, that's all. Now let's remove this extra notes, extra space. It has 59 words, as all of you can see. We will read this whole just to avoid any grammar or spelling or punctuation error. Okay, after, before, and okay. The lecture talks about the importance of debt and Indian peasants. Okay, and it also provides information about capital as well as seed. Seed or seeds. Let's keep seed. Same. It is clear from the lecture that pesticides and sprays play a crucial role in the current situation. Thank you. Indian. Yes, thank you so much. Who said this? Thank you, Mahan. Yes, thank you, Bijan. Play a crucial role in the current situation. After analyzing this lecture, we can conclude that area, land, market, and globalization, you can write creditors, you can write any other word that you guys got, okay? We will copy this. Sorry. We will copy this, and also we're gonna paste it here as well. This one also has 59 words. So where did it go? Yes, let's submit our answer here, also here. Okay. Globalization. This is a very well-known fact about IVAS Plus, right, guys? You all, whoever is practicing on IVAS Plus should know that it will always suggest spellings to be written with S form, right? Both spellings are okay. One is the British form, another is the American form, right? Globalization, both are the same. So because of this spelling, we have lost 1 point and we have 9 out of 10. But in reality, this is also as correct as the other spelling. So what I'm going to do is I will re-practice it, right? And then we will submit it with globalization again here. Okay, again, both of the spellings are acceptable during your exam. Okay, so we will have to let this finish. In that meanwhile, let's also, sorry, what happened? Yeah, let's get this scored. Let's see if this one gives us, yeah, as I said, guys, sometimes you guys might get a little less score, but never worry about that, okay? As long as your answer looks like this and you get the 10 words included in your answer, okay? Everything will be perfect. You just need to get 2 out of 2 in 4 parts, okay? For whether it's content, form, spelling, vocabulary, not grammar, not content, anything and everything. As long as your answer you are getting above 8, it is going to be 10 out of 10 in your exam. Okay. Again, I'm waiting for this to end so that I can finally submit and show you guys. Okay. But we have written the same summary with all of your notes. Okay. And all of these are the contents. Anytime if you guys face any issue, you can also read them from here. What were the important parts of the lecture? Any part of the lecture is equally important. Okay, so now here you have 10 out of 10, you have full marks in everything. Okay, so never worry about any part of your SST answer. Okay, one more time, guys, please make sure that you are following the full template, the spellings, everything. You are taking 10 words from the audio and adding them. Okay, all the words are equally important. As we did, try to go for the nouns. That helps better. Okay, now tell me if you guys have any question about SST. Okay, these are the 2 questions you all will find on both platforms. This is your homework. Okay, so obviously practice them on iVerse Plus, on APUni, finish them, see what score you are getting. Okay, then we will do retell lecture. But anybody, any problem, guys, please tell me if any of you have any problem regarding retell lecture, anything, any confusion. Thanks very much, Deep. Can I get some confirmation from all of you if you all are sure? Did you all understand? Thank you, Holly, Marco. Okay, thanks, Achu. Perfect. Thanks, Marcelo. Most welcome, Stephanie, Adi, Carolina, Maha, Mahan, Tomoko, Manoj. Okay, so now we can move on, right? Now, guys, as long as you have done SST, okay, retell lecture should be more, way more easier for all of you because of how we do retell lecture. It's very, very similar to what we are doing in SST, actually, guys. And they can also be called siblings because of how similar they are. The only difference between retell lecture and SST is that one topic is writing topic, another topic is speaking topic. But both topic also has the same listening task. And this is why retell lecture is contributing the score towards both speaking and listening. Okay, as you guys know. Yes, Baljinder, this one has no rule like SWT. We have 3 sentences. You will follow exactly what the template says once you write them. Okay, no worries. You will put full stop after every sentence. Yes, total we are writing 3 sentences. Okay, Try to be on time. You missed the starting. That's not good, right? You can watch the recording again. We will be uploading the class, so no worries. Okay. As I was saying, guys, retell lecture will be one of your speaking section class, speaking section topic, right? First you do 6 or 7 read aloud, 10 to 12 repeat sentence, 3 to 4 describe image question, and then you guys will find retell lecture here. For AP Uni, you will find retell lecture here, right? There are so many questions on both platforms. You have 439.
As we embark on our
479, right? A lot of questions, so many questions. This is what you have to do. What is the task, guys? Let me click on any question from here as well. So exactly looking, the audio part is looking like SST, right? There will be an audio. The audio can be of any duration. We do not really know, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes. No matter what the duration, what the length of this audio or of, this audio is, okay, our task is to listen to this audio and noting down 10 to 15 words. That's it. That's our task. Okay, that's the main part of your retell lecture task. And as long as you can do that, as long as you can memorize the template, it's gonna be super duper simple. Okay, so if we go back to the original slides and discuss the general facts, this is how it looks like. We are expecting to get 1 or 2 questions from retell lecture. You need to note down at least 10 to 15 words. Again, as many words as you can. It depends fully on the individual. If you have 10 words, very good. If you have 11, 12, 13, 14, 12, okay, 15, again equally good. Okay, no problem if you are getting a little bit less than 15. That's still okay. Try to do your best, because as I said, sometimes getting 10 words can also be challenging, because not all the audios will be really long, right? Not all the speakers will talk for a very long time, so it can have problems. Okay, amazing, Shepherd. Very good job. Amazing. Thank you very much. You can send the message to everybody in the meeting. So happy to finally see this score. Very good job. You have 90 out of 90 in reading. How brilliant. How brilliant. Wow. Let me share the scorecards with everyone. Wait, guys. This is what, yes, I can imagine. I can believe, because you worked really hard. You were always. Let me, guys, sorry for the break in class, but I must do this. I lost my control. What happened? Yeah. Okay. 1 second. Give me a second. Yes, now let's go back to the facts. As I was saying, you need to note down 10 to 15 words. Okay, 10 to 15 words. That's okay. That's good. That's perfect. All right, next up you need to follow a template, obviously, and the template is super duper simple. It looks exactly like describe image template or SST template. Sorry, yeah, it looks exactly like describe image template. Now, lastly, you are trying to speak between 15 to 20 seconds. Now, guys, whenever you go to AP Uni or iVerse Plus, you will see that your total time is 40 seconds right here. You will have 40 seconds to give your response, which means your speech would be 40 seconds long, right? And then you have to speak for 15 to 20 seconds out of those 40 seconds. Okay, now these 40 seconds time, that's the whole time, but we want to get the maximum score in fluency. Remember, guys, last week, read aloud, describe image class on Thursday, what did I say? That one and only concern that we have regarding the speaking topics is fluency. Now, fluency does not mean running like a train, speaking super fast. That's not what I mean. Of course, you have to speak fast, but we are not allowed to take long pauses. We are not allowed to pause for many times as we speak. Okay, our task is to keep on going for 15 to 20 seconds. And what is the speech that we have for this 15 to 20 seconds? It's this. Okay, exactly what we do in describe image, the same template we are using for retail lecture, and you will add the keywords every time as you go on. Sometimes you are fully free to add an extra word here, add another extra word here. Again, depends on what the audio was like, whether it was a very long audio and you got, ended up with a lot of words. But remember this, keep this in mind, that we are trying to finish our speech within 20 seconds, right? So we don't want to include a lot of keywords, pause again, because it is a tendency, guys, that whenever we have to include something in our template, we are gonna pause. The image describes about, and then you take a pause, this and this. It also, no, this is not how we are trying to go. I will show you guys how to say, what the speed that we are trying to maintain, and everything. Okay, so don't try to go overboard, don't try to do anything extra, just do the bare minimum that will give you the full score. Okay, again, I'm going to read out this template for you guys. The lecture describes, sorry, the image describes about. Why image? Because we don't want you guys to memorize two separate templates. Okay, so it's exactly what you will do in describe image, same to same. The image describes about this and this. It also provides information about the topic in different categories, this and this. It is clear from the image that some figures are highest and some figures are lowest. Some figures are highest and lowest. Both of them are okay. Last line, after analyzing this image, it can be concluded there are many important facts and figures. That's it. This you will speak this same template for 20 seconds. Okay, I am not saying it has to be accurately 20, 15 to 20 seconds. Any duration is fine. Even if you exceed a few more seconds and you are speaking for 20, 21, 22, again, no need to panic. That's okay as well. Okay, this is like an estimation that this is what we want you to, uh, do, because of how your fluency will be, the speed will be. Okay, it's not too fast, not too slow, somewhere in the middle. And we are finishing reading the whole template just one time by adding 10 keywords in it. Okay, some strategies. This one is really important. If you have done describe image class, you should know about this one. The moment you start your PT exam, okay, before your original examination really begins, before read aloud starts, you will have a time for personal introduction. Let me show you guys that part from this mock test. Let me show you. It will clarify your imagination. Okay, you start any question, you start any mock test, or you start your actual exam, you go next, all of these things, next. These are all the formalities, all the checking things you were doing. Keep doing that. There will be a point where you will be asked to talk about your own self, right? Okay, you have 30 seconds to record your response. Your response will be sent together, blah blah, this and this. Okay, please introduce yourself. So beginning in 30 seconds, this gives you 30 seconds, sorry, 25 seconds, 25 seconds preparation time, 30 seconds speaking time. Altogether, what is it? 1 minute, right? When you hit next, okay, the exam will not start. So what are we doing in this time? We are writing down this whole template on our notepad, okay? Because the moment before your exam starts, okay, when your exam starts, before that, you will receive your notepad, okay? And we want to use this 1 minute time to write down the template. Why? Because this part of the exam is not scored. Okay, whether you answer to the personal introduction part or not, it will never impact your exam in any manner. It is not a score part. You are not losing, you are not gaining any score from this. It's just a formality. You can choose to be completely silent. You can say whatever. Nobody will hold you accountable. So we are utilizing this time, okay? Whenever you are getting your notepad, write down the retail lecture or the describe image. As I said, this is why we have the same template for them. Why is that? Because first of all, obviously, guys, you all will definitely memorize, right? You all will definitely memorize the template. But besides that, it's very, it's a very huge advantage if you can keep your entire answer right in front of your eyes. Then you won't even have to recall, okay, the second sentence, let's think about the third sentence. You don't have to wonder, you don't have to recall, you don't have to bring back. Yes, Baljinder, you can fully skip it, okay? So that's not gonna be your tension at all. You will have your full template. Quickly practice this at home, guys. Writing this in 1 minute, it's not that easy, but it's also not difficult because look at this, right? It's so simple. The image describes, it also provides information about the topic in different, write in short forms if needed. Main thing is you need to be able to understand which line will be there after which line so that you can make and record a non-stop speech, okay? And it's also very much okay if you mix up the sentences. If you are saying the third line before the second, if you are saying the fourth line before the third, again, not a problem, never a problem. But the only thing that you have to definitely follow is not pausing again and again and again and again. Pause after 8 words. 10 words. Take one very short pause. Throughout your 20-minute speech, there can be maximum 3 pauses. Okay? Don't pause for more than 3 times. Secondly, as I said before, you need to note down, you need to write down as many keywords as you can so that later on you can also select, which words do I want to go for. And minimum, we need 10 words. 10 words must. Okay? Lastly, third point, once you have 10 plus words, there will be a point, guys, when you see that the audio is actually pretty long, okay, for 10 words only. So you will see the speaker is still talking, but you have got your 10 words, right? You don't need to take notes after that. Maybe 10, 12, that's max, maybe 15 maximum. After 15 words is done and the speaker is still talking, you don't need the audio anymore, okay? You don't have to listen to the speaker anymore from that point because you have got your content, whatever you needed from the audio. Now you can actually rehearse your own speech. You can try to see what are the words that I have got as my notes. You can try to pronounce them. You can try to add them into the template. Again, take the notes right below your template. So make sure that you are saving your page area to write down the words, the notes for retail lecture right below the template, okay? So it will all be on the same page. You can just look up and down, include keywords, okay? Prepare yourself in this time. Lastly, when the recording, starts, when here the speaker stops talking, the 1 minute 6 seconds is over, and then your recording here, recording will start. You will see recording has started, right? Start talking immediately, okay? And also, whenever you are done, the bar is here, doesn't matter. As long as you are done talking, your speech is over. You have said the whole template one time. You have included all 10 words. Submit. Go to the next question, okay? I will show you how it works. I will play the audio. But please remember, we are not trying to take any pauses. Okay. Where did the... One second. I will play it from here. Are you all ready to take notes? Everyone? I will play the audio. I just want you guys to try. Yes. Thank you very much, Carolina, Achu, Marcelo, Tomoko. I hope everyone is ready. We have 23. Baljinder, Ashley, Muhammad. Okay, you were, I think, late. You joined the class a little late. Anyway, let's start, guys. I'm going to click on start and the audio will start right away. Okay? Starting in a few seconds.
Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun and the second smallest planet in the Solar System after Mercury, named after the Roman god of the war. It is often referred to as a red planet because the iron oxide prevalent on its surface gives it a reddish appearance. Mars is a terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere, having surface features reminiscent of both the impact crater of the Moon, and the volcanoes, valleys, deserts, and polar ice caps of the Earth. The rotational period and the season cycles of the Mars are likewise similar of those of Earth, as it was the tilt that produced the seasons. Mars is the site of the Olympus Mons, the largest volcano and the second largest known mountain in the Solar System, and the Val Marineris, one of the largest canyon in the Solar System. Until the first successful Mars flyby in 1965 by Mariner 4, many speculated about the presence of the liquid water on the planet's surface. This was based on observed periodic variation in the light and the dark patches, particularly in the polar latitude, which appeared to be seas and continents. Geological evidence gathered by the unmanned mission suggested that Mars once had a large scale of water coverage on the surface at some earlier stages of existence.
Okay, everybody, tell me, what did we get? Almost all of your notes should sound the same, right? We will do this again later on. So tell me, what notes did you guys get?
Mars is
Yes, thank you. Very good. So many words. See? Achu says Mars, world, red planet. Mars, planet, sun, second, Mercury referred as. So you see, so many words, right? Just we need 10 words. 10 words. Very good job. Terrestrial impact, volcano, liquid water, season, patch, Roman god, Mercury, Mars, sun, desert, season, planets, Earth, cycle, Mars, latitude. Very, very well done, all of you. Sam says Mars, surface, moon, volcano, geological evidence, water, water coverage, early existence, successful surface, dark, theological, geological, larger, seasons, produce, period, mounted, so many words. Very valleys, deserts, solar system, oxide, reddish appearance, desert. Yes. Very well done, Mars planet. Atmosphere. Okay, so now what I will do on a puny, just to show you guys how the speed of the template, this is the exact same template that I'm going to use. Okay, but I am also gonna take any of your notes to add, okay, in my speech. So I want to copy paste. I want to show you guys how, since you guys are going to have to take these notes on your notepad, right? I want you guys to allocate your notes like this. 1 second. Wait. Chat box, I got it. So let's assume this is your notepad. Okay, I'm just gonna show you how I want you guys to write these notes, because you will be able to just get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. Okay, 5 good words. Remove them, not good. red, planet, planet, repetition. This is what you guys should do. Surface, okay, keep them. Features, moon, okay, keep them. So 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Okay, and they're here. When you guys are taking notes, try to take notes in a better way so that your eyes do not need to find out, look for where did I stop in my previous line, where did I stop in my previous line, right? We want to keep this thing, all the keywords together, okay? Try to separate them a little bit. So again, these are the keywords I will use for our speech. Okay, I'm just gonna copy them here and will write them in my sticky notes. Wait. Just to keep them all. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go back to APUNI. I have the template obviously memorized, and then how to, yeah.
Mars.
Range of scores. Sometimes you will ever in a situation where you've got only 6, 7 words, you are, you don't